Just been sitting here a minute, hesitant to start, and I kind of ask myself, well, why? And it's like, well, I'm not talking about music right now. I'm talking about emotion and soul and depression and dark places and things like that. And so, yeah. Before I get going, it was brought to my attention yesterday that the video, the reaction to 17, is no longer on YouTube because it's blocked. I don't know why that happens. The process for uploading a reaction video is I upload it, YouTube immediately scans it, they immediately detect copyright material, the video immediately gets claimed by the copyright owner, whatever. And then from there, they tell you what you're allowed to do with it. Most of the times, you're allowed to post it. And that one said I'm allowed to post it. Okay, so I did. And then 2 weeks went by, and now it's gone. No reason. I don't know what has changed between yesterday and the day it got posted. It's odd to me because I think it had 150,000 views, which is pretty good. That was like a big video. I don't get big videos like that. And what's strange is the copyright owner, they get the ad revenue. So why are they turning it, like they're making money off of it, so why do they turn it off? I don't know. It's strange. I'm hoping this weekend to sit down, edit the video, basically try and take I try to take about 40% of the music out on my reactions and then repost it. But I don't know if it'll stick around. I hate editing short songs because if I take 40% of a 2-minute song, I've essentially cut 50 seconds of a 2-minute song. Like it just feels dumb. I hate it. Anyway, so there you go. So that's what's going on with that. And I'm just stalling. I'm just stalling. 17 by X. I'm just calling it X. I've got a couple notes. There were some very kind comments on that reaction. I appreciate that. I went full dad mode basically halfway through, and people enjoyed that. They liked that, which was nice. There's some very kind comments. There was one saying this was their favorite reaction of all time across all reactions, which was like extremely substantial to me because I also watch reaction stuff, and so there are some gems out there that I basically cherish. So to the idea that I would exist in that realm for somebody else is very touching, honestly. There was another one about, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to say it without crying, but basically this person talking about him and his wife listened to that when they were 17 and she was pregnant, and then she died at 23 in a car crash. So rest in peace to Kyla Ellinger was her name. That's a heartbreaker right there. Got through it without crying. I'm close. But that's what, that's what makes all this so powerful, so special, so important, so devastating. This music, these albums like this, I mean, this just transcends music, I think. It's not music, it's like medicine for the soul. Yeah. I've got like 12 things that are trying to go through my brain at once, and all of them are like, not necessarily, I don't want to say heartbreaking, but it's just a lot of emotion. It's a lot of emotion. My favorite tracks off of this: Depression and Obsession, Save Me, and Orlando. And I chuckle a little bit because it looks like those are most likely the least popular songs off the album. But those songs, the sound of those songs, align with the songs that I used to listen to in terms of the sound, strumming guitar, piano, etc. But I have a note here. It says, don't over-medicate on this. Don't over-medicate. And I say it that way because I feel like music like this is medicine. But like any medicine out there, it can be abused. And like any medicine out there that is designed to help you and make you better, if you do it too much, it doesn't help you anymore. It makes it worse. It makes you sick. It destroys you. I feel like people who don't. I'm surprised this is this difficult, but there you go. I feel like people who don't connect with music on this like close level, it's hard to explain it. Hell, it's hard to explain it when you do connect with it, you know? Every now and then I see something where somebody asks, like, are there anybody else out there who's like, they don't get it, like why people are so into music, and do you wish sometimes you could understand and this and that, but this kind of stuff, this album specifically, man, like it just pulls you in, and you know, with the artist XXXTENTACION, well, I shouldn't have said his name. I should have just said X, because I can't say his name. He went through a whole lot of shit, good and bad. He did good and bad. But really, this album, as strange as it is, you know, he made it. He's expressing himself to the most open, vulnerable, raw level imaginable. And in doing so, it's almost like it stops having anything to do with him at all. You know? I have a note highlighted. There's a song I used to listen to. It's called Gwelly Mernans. It's by Aphex Twin. Don't worry about the spelling. Just type it out how it sounds. The whole album is just a train wreck of like a Scrabble board knocked over in a warehouse of Scrabble boards. And I remember on my first deployment in the Navy. God, I can't do this. This is fucking crazy. Anyway, it's okay. It's all right. So in the aircraft carrier berthing, you know, there's thousands and thousands of people on these aircraft carriers, and you're up all night. Well, you're not up all night, but it's always going. It's 24/7. Aircraft carriers don't shut down. And we were, that first deployment, we were the night ops aircraft carrier. So our daytime was night. So we were up at night and all this other shit. Anyway, in the berthing where y'all sleep, it's just racks and racks and racks of beds. People just stacked 3 high and all that shit. When you turn the lights off, the yellow or whatever white lights go out, and then red lights come on. So it's dark, but you can see, because you have to see, because you're getting up in the middle of the night to go stand watch, and you're coming back in the middle of the night from watch or whatever it is that you're doing. And I remember there was one night I came back, it was probably like 1 a.m. Just got off watch, 1 or 2, just fucking tired in. Tired and fucking depressed, homesick. Huh. 20-something years later. Anyway, I remember putting on that song, Gwelly Mernans, and I was just like drowning in it, you know, just drowning in it. And it was a weird mix, because it's almost like when it's hot and you're thirsty and you want something to drink, and you know, you pound that first thing of cold water or whatever, and you're like, oh God, I needed that, right? I needed that. But then the second one, okay, yeah, I'm still hot, I'm still thirsty. But then if someone asks, you know, do you want a third one or a fourth one? You go, I don't know. I'm gonna throw up. You know, I can't just fucking chug a gallon of cold water. Yeah, I was hot, I was thirsty, but now I've gotten what I needed, right? I just remember sitting on that floor in the red light, tired, thousands of miles from home, family, my wife, friends, everything I fucking care about, everything I want, everything, just fucking in this metal belly, in the middle of the night, in the middle of the dark, in the middle of the ocean, just fucking, But I remember listening to that song, and it's a dark ambient. Well, you guys will listen to it. Just listen to it. You'll know. But I remember getting there and going, I gotta stop. I gotta stop listening to this. I've gone past the point of feeling an emotion, processing an emotion, and now I'm just fucking clinging to it. I'm drowning in it. I'm burying myself in it. And it's not helping. It's not fucking helping. It's making it worse. I'm just peeling open emotional wounds. And really, I guess that's really all I want to say about this album is use it appropriately. It's fucking, as weird as that sounds, right? It's as weird as that sounds. But the people who listen to this the way I'm talking about, you know who you are. You know who you are. I don't have to fucking explain it. You're there. You know exactly where you are in your life, and you know exactly what these songs mean to you and why. So I don't have to explain it, but I can understand it. Just be careful with it. Okay? Don't bury yourself in this shit. Because you'll just get swallowed up. And then, it's not, yeah. I'm emotional just because I'm stirred, and I'm honestly caught off guard by how stirred. This is very surprising. And it's not like it's, this isn't fucking heroin, right? You're not going to overdose on 17 and then they find you in the gutter. Oh, God. Oh, he listened to it 22 times in a row. Oh, no. That's not going to happen. But it's the emotional side. It's the emotional side. Don't rip yourself apart. Don't rip yourself apart. There's nothing to be gained. I'm like laughing and crying because my wife is just sitting there watching me going, Jesus, are you okay? I'm fine. Everything's fine. I'm totally fine. I don't know what everybody's gonna say. I'm totally fine.
You look fine. Yeah.
Powerful album, powerful music. It's incredible. It blows me away, man. It's just some of these guys, I don't know how they do it. Depression and Obsession, especially that one. There was one morning I put it on. It was early. I was tired, and I was like, "Oh, this is like a good time to do that." And I looped it 3 or 4 times. And I mean, just what is it about somebody with a fucking guitar strumming a guitar? I don't know. There you go. There's my additional thoughts on fucking 17. I don't even know if I talked about the album, honestly. I don't need to. I don't need to. The album does not need to be explained. The album is an experience. I'm trying to talk to you guys, for anybody out there who's in that. Don't fucking drown in it. Don't drown in it. There's nothing at the bottom. If you can just keep going and going and going, there's nothing there. You're not going to find anything. So just use it to process, to feel, so you can get those feelings out, and then let that wound heal. Don't go back and rip it apart and rip it open again. Let it heal. Okay?